Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. It's kind of like a Instagram baddie, but I honestly do think that it could be like a catfish video, because there is going to be a much uglier version of myself be on your screen in like just a minute, so I'm sorry about that. But I think the kind of vibe that I'm going for is Instagram baddie, because I feel like this kind of makeup is actually really in at the moment, and it is like the typical Instagram baddie thing. I feel like I keep saying Instagram baddie. Do I keep saying Instagram baddie? Not really sure. Either way, it's like an Instagram baddie vibe. So anyway, that is the kind of makeup tutorial that I'm bringing you today. This is the look, and if you want to see how I got it, then please keep watching. My skin is terrible at the moment. Like, I missed my pill, like just one pill, and yeah, it completely messed my whole entire body up. Girls, if you're on the pill, do not miss it. That is my strong advice. So a little while ago in one of my videos, it was actually the little Primark and New Look mini haul. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below. I actually showed you guys this palette here. Oh, the little name sheet fell out. This palette here, which is from Primark, it is called PS Nude Addiction, and it is £3. So I said that I was going to do like a little comparison video, because it is awfully similar to the Huda Beauty palette. The one that I've got is called Mauve Obsessions. So I was gonna kind of compare them, like how good this one is to this one, but I've kind of already used it. So this isn't going to be like a testing comparison video. Instead, it's just going to be a little tutorial of a look that I did using this palette. But really quickly, just for reference, I will quickly just show you that this is what the packaging is like on the Huda Beauty one. It's a magnetic opening, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It has 9 colours and it has a mirror up here. Mine has finger marks all over it, so please ignore that. But yeah, so this is what the packaging for the Huda Beauty one is like. These are, if you've never used this, I will tell you, these are insanely pigmented, and they are so nice and easy eyeshadows to use as well. And I think this retails at, hang on, let me have a look. So let's type in the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. I feel like I say that really like wrong, so where can we look? Let's look on Cult Beauty. So on Cult Beauty, this palette retails for £25. £25 for this little palette. Sorry, for this little palette. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the palette at all whatsoever. It is a really, really good palette. This one, on the other hand, from Primark, is only £3. It's the same kind of size. It's a little tiny bit bigger, but that doesn't really matter. It's still going to be easy to travel with. The only downside to it is it doesn't have a mirror, and I will show you what the colours are like in terms of pigment on the way. I won't be using all of them, but I will be using about 4, so you'll be able to see what those are like. But yeah, it still has the same amount of colours, and I'm not being funny or anything, but it is so much cheaper. If it does the job, what would you rather get? So anyway, I started off by saying this is not a comparison video really. It's just, it is a makeup tutorial. I guess I kind of wanted to get a little bit of a comparison bit in there for you guys to see the difference between them. And now I am going to show you this little baby in action and show you the look that I came up with. So I haven't primed my face yet. I have just done my eyebrows using the Benefit Gimme Brow and the Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Swan to prime my eyelids. And then I'm just going to use this flat brush, which is by Lorac, and I am going to just blend that out over my eyelid. I look so weird right now. So first of all, I'm going to pick up this brush. This is the Morphe 209. It's a flat, fluffy brush, kind of like a medium-sized one. And I'm going to use this colour down here in the corner. Now it did come with a name sheet, but I've lost it. But it's called Brownie Points, that colour down there in the corner. And I'm just literally going to grab some of that on my brush and tap off the excess, because I have noticed that there is a little bit, but not too much, so it's quite good. Oh, want to get rid of those critters. And I'm gonna, my dad is honestly crazy. And I'm gonna start by just packing that on to the eyelid, and I'm just sort of tapping it lightly, and I'm just taking it up to my crease. Then with the same brush, I'm going to go for this colour here, just above it, which is called Dupe. It's a slightly lighter brown shade, and I'm going to pop that like more towards the top, towards the crease area, a little bit higher. Then I'm going to change brushes and use the Morphe 332, and then I'm going to take this colour over here, which is called Latte, and I'm going to start blending it out right near the top. And then I'm just adding that latte shade like more on the inner corner because I want that to stand out there too. Then I'm taking this fluffy brush by Lorac and I'm blending out all the edges. And then with a smaller fluffy brush, this is the Morphe 204, I'm going to go back in with that first original shade, which is called Brownie Points. I remembered that off the top of my head. And I'm going to go back over the eyelid just to make sure it's still quite dark. And also just a little tip, do not forget about the inner corner. You don't want to leave that kind of naked and bare. And then also with that shade Dubai, I'm basically repeating the steps, just only like a little tiny bit. And with the same brush, just blending the edges ever so slightly. And then with another fluffy brush from Lorac, I'm going to take the shade Latte on this one. And honestly, these brushes are amazing for like blending. Okay, so I'm aware that at the moment it looks quite crazy because I've like not done the rest of my face or anything. Bear with me, I'm going to catch up on the other eye and I will be right back. Okay, so the eyeshadow on both eyes is now done. So honestly, I love this eyeshadow palette. For creating this kind of look, it is literally perfect. So I'm going to put this down for a minute and I will move on to my skin. And the primer that I'm going to be using is the new Revolution Hydrate Primer. I absolutely love this. And I just rub this in with my hands as well, which might scare a few people, but I like doing it this way. Today I'm switching things up a little bit. I'm going to be using two foundations. The first one that I'm going to be using is the YSL All Hours Foundation Stick. I hardly ever use this because it's so expensive, but it is honestly the nicest foundation I think I have ever used. I got mine in the shade B10 Porcelain, and I'm going to use this Morphe 439 brush to just blend that in. Honestly, it feels like a dream. So this foundation, it does have really good coverage, but because I've got really quite bad skin at the moment, and I also want to make it darker because I feel like the Instagram baddie thing is like more of a tan skin kind of vibe. So I'm just going to put a little layer of the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation over in the shade F5 because this is the one that I usually would use if I have fake tan. It's also going to add like extra coverage because obviously my skin is not the best at the moment. So some cream contour to just add some extra warmth to my face. You guys are probably absolutely sick of seeing this contour stick because it's the Freedom one that I have had just for absolutely ages, and I've been saying for like the longest time ever that I need a new one, and I seriously do. But I actually really like this. I don't want to stop using it until I have to. Okay, now I'm going to add a little tiny bit of concealer because I haven't done that yet, and I don't really like to do it with this look because otherwise it's going to make me look a little bit too light under my eyes, which is kind of what I'm trying to avoid, but obviously we want those dark circles to be gone. So I'm using, of course, the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer. With this, I'm literally just concentrating right underneath the eyes. I'm trying to avoid bringing it out more than I actually have to. Oh my god, I feel so uncomfortable doing it with a brush. Why did I do it with this brush? So now I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Loose Powder in the shade Sugar Cookie, which is aka white or translucent, however you want to say it. I'm going to use my beauty blender to actually bake like under my eyes. I never bake, but I have this problem where my under eyes like really like to crease. Does anyone else have that? And if you have this problem, then you can relate, and it is like the worst thing ever. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some more and I'm going to just swipe. I don't often do this, and you can probably tell this is really not a thing that I do very often. I have done it before, but like not as a regular thing. And I'm just going to tap that into the fine lines that I have on my forehead and just over the rest of my forehead too. Alright, so for bronzer today, I'm going to go back to a little bronzer that I never used to really like, but I kind of do now, and it is from Primark. It's the PS Bronze Glow Bronzing Powder. It's £2.50 and it looks like this. Oh, and it has a shade name. It's called Sun Dipped. And this is kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of has a shimmer in it. I'm just taking this on a fluffy brush and just patting that all over my forehead and also on my cheeks. Well, I'm not patting it on my cheeks, but I'm gonna, you know, put it on my cheeks. Oh gosh, get off. Get off my face. Yeah, okay, get off then. Then I feel like I've kind of maybe baked enough now, so I'm just gonna swipe that off. How do girls do this and look presentable? Like, how do they do that and look pretty? Okay, and then with my Huda bronzer, I'm going to add some more bronze because why not? And this time I think I'm just going to focus mainly on the cheeks. And then for some blusher, I'm going to use this one out of the Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit, and this is in the shade Ultra Fair, because usually I'm really, really pale. This also has some shimmer going through it as well, so it's going to add some more glow, which is also what I want for this look. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on my under eye. I'm going to use this black eyeliner pencil, which is just by Natural Collection, so it's super duper cheap. And I'm going to fill in my waterline. You guys know I'm so bad at doing this bit on camera. It's terrible. I always look so awkward. I feel awkward too, to be honest. And also what I'm going to do is actually draw along my lash line with this. And of course the same on the other side. And with this brush from BH Cosmetics, it is brush number 5. I am going to smudge that out. And with that same brush and the latte colour from the Primark Nude Addictions palette, I am going to take that just below the black that I've just smudged to keep that brownness going. Really feel like it adds that extra detail down the bottom. And then just to make sure everything is tied together, I'm just going to go back along my waterline with that black pencil. And super duper quickly, before I add some eyelashes, I'm going to pop just a few coats of mascara. I can't remember the exact name of the eyelashes that I'm using, but they are by Kiss, and I'm pretty sure that they're the little black dress ones, but I will definitely link them down below for you so that you can have a look. Okay, so my eyelashes are on, and I went ahead and just added a little bit of bottom eyelash mascara. So now I'm going to take this pencil brush by Lorac and I'm just going to wet that a little bit, and I'm going to go back into this Primark palette and I'm going to use this shade. It is called, if I can find the name sheet, it's called Moon Dust, and this is actually a beautiful inner corner highlight. I'm also going to pop it on my brow bone as well. If you're a regular here, then you will know for highlight I absolutely love the Soph and Revolution. I nearly forgot what they were called then. The Soph and Revolution palette, and I have wet my brush as well, and I just like to dip my brush through these three and then these two down here as well. I can never ever decide what one that I want to use, and I feel like mixing them all together just creates the perfect highlight for me. So for lips, I am using this I Heart Revolution pen, which is that multi pen. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is. I've totally forgotten, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna use this one, and I don't know the name of the colour, but I'm using this shade right here. The way that I remember, if you look at the writing on the pen, it's the one just above where the writing stops, so it's this shade here. And with this look I do slightly overline my lips as well, so I'm not going to be able to talk while I do this, so just bear with. And then the lipstick that I'm going to use is the Revolution Chauffeur. This is literally my favourite nude colour ever, and I really feel like it goes with that lip liner really well as well. And there we have it, you guys. This is the finished look, and I hope you like it as much as I do. I really feel like it is a proper Instagram baddie kind of look. It is very trendy at the moment, and I really wanted to give it a go, and I feel really happy with it. And the best part about this whole tutorial is the fact that the main part of the look, which is the eyes, only cost me £3 to do. Like, seriously, £3. Primark, you did well. The selection of colours is good, the pigment is good, there's hardly any fallout. There is a little bit, but we can deal with that. And the packaging is nice and easy to travel with if you travel quite a lot. If not, it's just a nice little eyeshadow palette to have in your makeup collection, I think. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I always love sitting down with you guys and, you know, just sharing with you what I love to do in my free time. I will pop it on the screen now. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, please hop over there and give me a follow. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to share more this year of what I love doing, which is makeup, and also I feel like it'll be an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little bit more, my personal life, and just see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis if you want to. And if you haven't, then please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. There is so much more room for more people to come and join, so it would mean the absolute world to me if you did subscribe. If not, then I'm just glad that you watched. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and comment if you like. I will always reply to your comments. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Love ya.